Okay, are we online? Thing. Ooh. Didn't need to do that. That was a waste, but never mind. Go to bed. Alright. Get. Smash some vases. Vases? What did I say that? Vases, darling. Vases. There is nothing out here. Yeah. Nothing. Okay. Ooh. Nope, that's a chest that I already opened. Oh, nothing. You open this? Good. Oh, I thought you were bad guys, but you are not. The soul's to go. It's just kind of a mood right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. One is empty. Oh, I can take it from this side. Oh, that's handy. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to kill those guys. My bad. Hey, no angel. How's it going? I'm not gonna lie. I've had a bottle of wine. And I thought it would be fun to stream while I'm a bit... We back? I think we're back. Okay. I'm gonna be very rude and just check this message I've just got. Hello, Melly. No, it's still Thursday. We have dispensation. You past Wednesday to finish up what we... Okay. Sorry, I just got a message in my group chat about my uni is closing. A lot going down. But it's all fine. Everyone's a bit confused about what the hell they're doing. As you can imagine, I'm sure. Can I get it from this side? Yes, I can. I'll have that. Thank you very much. How is everyone this evening? I'll be honest, I'm very quickly making my way through a bottle of wine because it's that kind of evening. No, I can't do that without my boy. That would be stupid. I'm here, I'm great, hooray for me. Hooray for you indeed. I'm glad you're joining us. And I'm glad you turned up when I managed to get the stream up and running again. I was on for like 30 seconds and then the internet was like, nope. But I'm good now. Fuck off. You dick, man. Ooh. Yeah. Forgot I got that upgrade yesterday. So we're currently in hell, in case that wasn't, you know, obvious. Can I do it from this side? No, I don't think I can. Okay. I was thinking, because this episode isn't like the usual Sunday stream, I might just piss about and do some side quests. Which I have some wine, but I believe I'm still in work tomorrow, so I'm getting drunk. So getting drunk is no go for me. I'm still in noon tomorrow, but I don't have to be until 4 PM. So we've got the weird late shift, 4 till 8 on Tuesdays.
Sorry, brother, I'm still stuck on what I heard back there.
Oh, okay.
Zeus was your
Yes.
father?
Oh my god, that
Now.
echo is
We
amazing.
should focus on getting out of hell.
And with that, I cannot
Like-
argue. I'll just contemplate that little nugget in silence then.
It's a different kind of echo to the normal cavey echoes. But well, actually, it was kind of the opposite of an echo. It's more like the absence of an echo, which is it's fucking sick. Okay, well that didn't work. What? Okay, I see. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Tuesdays, they're always weird. Oh, I need 2. I can't bring one with me, is the one... Am I being blind? Like a slow sweep, no, okay. Oh, that one, there is one. Yes, I am being blind is the answer to that question. There we go. I'll work tomorrow and I'm gonna get drunk because alcohol eradicates coronavirus. Exactly, bruv. And I work in a bank. Oh, you work in a bank now? That's cool. I always wanted to work in a bank. I really like counting money. Like, it soothes my soul so much. I could genuinely spend days doing that. Like, my idea of a good weekend is like sitting around. Sorry, I'm drinking wine, so we stopped. Is like spending the whole weekend sitting and sorting out exactly what kind of order I want my DVDs to be in, because it's not always chronological order. Sometimes it's date order, sometimes I kind of subcategory by actor or by genre and then do chronological within that. And like, you know, I just like to shake it up every now and again. And that's my idea of a good weekend. So I would love to work in a bank. I need to do all I can to survive. I feel that, Mario, I feel that. Hi Rupert, thanks for joining. I really appreciate you being here. I'm having a small whiskey because it's been a day. Big mood. Want to talk about it? No, Angel. That's a good question. If you want to talk about it, please feel free to share, but obviously, no, you don't have to. The DVDs are sorted into a very special order. Whichever hit the ground first is at the bottom of the pile. That's fair. Okay. Took me ages to actually drink that wine because I was too busy reading comments. Which is, you know, a nice change for me. Put it down quietly so I don't deafen everyone. Okay, let's go. Can I take that from there? I'm sure I can take that, right? Yeah. Ooh, fancy. It's nice. Yeah, I've just had a really weird day at uni. Like, I was supposed to have a showcase on Tuesday and the dress rehearsal on Monday. Like, it's the big kind of, you know, I've completed my degree, I'm a professional actor now. Agents come to this showcase and I sit there going, please hire me, give me a job, you know, represent me and all that kind of crap. And that was meant to happen on Tuesday, but obviously the whole, you know, banning big public gatherings and all that jazz has meant that that's been cancelled. I think technically the theatre is still open, because we're meant to be working in Leicester Square Theatre, which is one of the big sort of central London theatres. And I think technically right now it's still open, though a couple of other big West End theatres have closed, including the Old Vic, which had Daniel Radcliffe and Alan Cumming in, so I feel really bad for like the people who haven't seen it yet, who have tickets. I am not one of them because I do not have any. Those tickets were fucking expensive, yo. But, you know, I feel bad for the people who bought tickets and now can't go because the show's been cancelled. Like, yeah, okay, they'll get a refund, I assume. I fucking hope. But it's really shitty that, you know, some of those people are, like, huge fans of either of the actors for whatever reason. I'm sure there's a swathe of, like, Harry Potter fans, and they're never gonna get to see it, which sucks, but, you know, what can you do, I guess? So yeah, that's happening. So I assume Leicester Square Theatre will close at some point, because it just seems kind of inevitable at this point. Can we run that far? We'll give it a go. Sprint, Kratos, sprint! Oh yeah, loads of time. Loads of time. Fuck that shit. I don't know what I need it for, but I feel like I need to bring it with me. But yeah, so my showcase has been cancelled, so it's a big, like, because technically we're being graded on it as well. It's an assessment and also, you know, fishing for jobs, for lack of a better word. So the fishing for jobs part has been cancelled, but, you know, we still need to, in theory, get a degree at some point. I missed that completely. I couldn't see my reticule. There we go. Oh shit, yeah, Kratos. Yeet that shit into oblivion. That was beautiful. So we're getting like an impromptu assessment on Thursday, I believe. Although we've also just received an email to say uni's closing on Wednesday. And then also another message to say, don't worry, it's closing on Wednesday, but you're still in on Thursday. Because, I mean, if that's not the plight of the drama student, I don't fucking know what is. I mean, I don't mind, you know, obviously I'm not complaining. University doesn't have control over the coronavirus, weirdly. So they're doing the best they can, you know, in a very uncertain time. They're giving us as many certainties as they can, which is not a lot, but they're doing the best. And I cannot fault them for that. Fuck off. Yeah, bitch. Right, let's go back to get the chest. If I end up on lockdown, I'm going to stream the entire Tony Hawk series. Within reason, I don't have / want to play Rise / Shred. Tony Hawk Thug 2 was like my defining moment as a teenager. I always made a character that was like 7 foot tall. I don't know why. She was like 7 foot tall and anorexic, but other than that, like just a general kind of generic punk rock kid. Fucking love Thug 2. And Thug 1, fair enough. American Wasteland, hit or miss, I guess. It took me ages to get past the parkour section of American Wasteland, which was not hard, but just fiddly. Like, it would say press X, circle, triangle, or whatever, and you'd press it, and then it'd be like, no, you didn't do it. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. I'm still not entirely sure what I was doing wrong, but I seem to be able to do it right now, for some reason. So yeah, that put me off American Wasteland for a long time. I completed it eventually, but it genuinely took me, years, because I just could not get past that section, for no other reason than fucking finicky controls. Ow. You can get out of it. Come here, you little shit. Can I throw it at you? Yes, I can. Sweet. Yeah. So, for everyone who missed it yesterday, I had a proper, like, nervous breakdown over this. Because he's got the Blades of Chaos back, man. It's some deep shit. I will explain the story again for those of you that don't know, if you want me to. But if you're all kind of up to speed with Kratos, then I will not bore you with it. Am I going this way or am I going down the stairs? I think okay. Thanks, it was just stressful time and a gig I was super looking forward to has been postponed until yeah, I have tickets for a few things next month, but I feel like they're all going to be cancelled, which I'm gutted about, but at the same time, obviously, you know, it happens. Yes, good thinking, Brock. If anyone who missed it yesterday, my son is dying, essentially. We fought Modi and Magni, who are like Thor's nephews, and I killed Magni, R.I.P. Troy Baker.
Let's get back to Midgard with that heart.
But Modi's still around, but he's a fucking pussy. He won't fight me properly. But my son tried to go into Spartan Rage, which is like Kratos' you know, Hail Mary, I guess. You know, when he's losing and his rage is full, you go into Spartan Rage and like he just kicks ass. So I guess because Atreus is only like half. Where am I going? Where are we going? Back to Helheim now. I'm just gonna go around a big circle forever, apparently. Asgard, obviously don't want to go there. Svartalfheim. Helfheim. It is this one. No, that's Alfheim. Jotunheim. Vanaheim. I'm not being stupid, right? There is no Midgard. What the fuck? There's a special triangle. Should have read the thing like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, he's in the witch. The witch in the cave was Freya, as in the Freya of Norse mythology. Shush! Don't call me that. Nope, don't like that.
From what I heard, the Pantheon had it
They
coming.
fucking did.
It's still a bit to take in. I knew you hate gods, but you really can't stay away from them, can you?
You must say nothing to the boy. He must never.
But you know, because he did the half kind of Spartan rage thing, he just kind of collapsed, and now he's like dying. So we went. Freya told us to go to Helheim and get the heart of the gatekeeper to save him.
And it includes your boy. You see that? He feels that. He can't help what he is. He can't
So now
begin
he's
to
dying.
help it because you haven't even told him. It's all connected, man.
Shut up, Mimir.
You will tell him
I fucking
nothing.
love Mimir.
Very well.
I can't remember why, but Odin like trapped him in a tree. Like a tree grew into him, or he grew into it. I don't know how you describe it really. And Odin literally every day travels to this.
So you know that shortcut between realms? Well, I made
He did?
it. Or I might have broke some.
We use that.
I know you do. So I took a few gusts from them winds of hell and made it so it ain't
Oh,
just
fuck yeah,
one
Brock.
way. Now you can use it to travel to and
Fast
from.
travel.
If I didn't break it.
Then we can take it to Freya.
There's an idea.
Sweet, thanks, Brock. What was I saying?
Might be some
Following
kinks
players
to
added
sort
a
out, but you'll make
player
it.
to one of your groups,
Just
Richard
hold on.
Lumley. Hi. Anyway, sorry, I'm missing messages. Yeah, Westland was a bit of a mess.
certainly know how to
Yeah, that
get
really
around.
sucks. I'm getting worried about a con that Hog and I are meant to be going to. There's only one person I want to meet, and I fear it may not happen. Yeah, me too, man. I'm trying not to look that far ahead, because... Hello, stream people. Stop it. Because it's technically over a month, so, like, that's plenty of time for things to kind of quiet down, but... It is still kind of a very real possibility. But... You know, I reckon it'll be postponed rather than cancelled, so fingers crossed it'll be okay. Wasteland was a bit of a mess. It wasn't awful in comparison to some of the later games, but it was definitely the beginning of the series slump. Understandable, hopefully it gets cancelled, you get another chance to meet them. Oh, hopefully if it gets cancelled. Like, hopefully it gets cancelled, what the fuck, man? It's not till the end of April, so fingers crossed, you know, we'll make a miraculous recovery in the meantime, but if not, yeah, I'm sure it'll just be postponed.
Well, this isn't right. But
Yeah,
close
close
enough.
enough.
He did say there were kinks.
We must hurry.
Which way am I going? This way. Poor wee boy. So yeah, defeated Modi and Magni, killed Magni, and Modi was like, what the fuck? Because he did not expect us to be able to kill a god.
The heart.
You have it.
And Odin's been torturing Mimir for over 100 years. So Mimir asked us to cut his head off and then hopefully be able to reanimate it. But
Back of your hand.
I don't think he really cared whether we could reanimate him or not, because he would rather be beheaded and dead than trapped in this tree. So now I have a, you know, talking head attached to my ass, which is great.
But to heal.
He must know the truth of what
Yes.
he is.
And then to save him, Kratos had to go and get the Blades of Chaos
So simple.
hidden under his house, you know,
Help me prop him up.
that horrible thing from his past that the Greek gods forced upon him and seared into his flesh and made him kill again and again and again.
tell you
And
that I
put
have
that
a son,
aside, and now he has to go get it again,
It's
save
been-
his son. I cried yesterday. I was so emotional. It's really embarrassing.
At his birth, the wounds foretold a needless death.
I have a talking head too. He prefers to be called David Byrne.
So helpless. I knew right then I would too. anything to protect him. No matter the sacrifice.
He does not look good.
Of course, everything I did for myself. I let my needs, my fears, come before what he needed. And I couldn't see his resentment until it was too late. Don't make the same mistake. Have faith in him.
I said it yesterday,
I
but
know the truth isn't
there's
simple,
some beautiful acting in this.
but nothing is when it involves your child.
Especially when you consider they're just wearing those stupid grey morph suits the whole time. Like, there's nothing to imply this character or this set at all. But they have the ability
Boy
to
has been cursed.
put that level of performance in anyway. My son!
Don't leave without me.
Never.
I will not.
I'm better now.
I see that. Is he well enough to travel?
For now.
And we also find out that the highest peak in the realms is not in Midgard, but is in fact in
I
Jotunheim,
promise.
which is a place that
Does not.
we do not know how to get to. So that's our current mission. Thank you, Freya. Gonna go now.
Freya, I will not forget this.
Or I will go when it
Thanks.
lets me,
Your father
Nope,
did the
okay.
heavy lifting. You should stay, recover.
You have done enough.
You know my door is always open to you.
get to the boy, not to me, but that's...
That's Vanaheim, isn't it?
What are we
You
looking
figured
at?
that out,
Oh,
didn't
the window.
Well, the window looks like Bifrost crystal, and I know that's not what's on the other side of the wall. And, well, it makes you
Vanaheim
sad.
is where Freya
you?
is
You're
from.
wise for one so young. Yes, this is a window to a home I left long ago. But it is only a view.
The thing that happened to you in Alphon. You can't leave Midgard, can you?
A gift from my former husband upon our separation.
Why would Odin trap you in
The
Midgard?
dick, man.
Petty cruelty would be reason enough for him. But as with all his rash decisions, he's driven by fear. The Vanir were the greatest threat to the Aesir until our marriage brokered peace. Many of the Vanir now think I betrayed them. The fruits of my sacrifice. To be hated by my own kind. To trap me here is to ensure I can never make it right.
Somebody give that woman a cuddle. Oh, what now?
So I was wondering, why do you live under a turtle?
Why the fuck not?
He was my first friend here in Midgard. He offered me shelter, and in return I provide him with protection against the evils of the
Okay.
forest.
Golden boar, giant turtle? You sure have some interesting friends.
Okay, I think we can go now. In good news, I'm hanging out with a cute woman that I like super much tomorrow. I'm jealous. That's awesome. I mean, I got to hang out with a very cool again, so that was nice.
Now then, before Modi so rudely interrupted us, we were just about to explore
We
Tyr's
were.
vault.
Yes, to find the Black Rune. Boy, do you know the way from here?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure you do, lad. We need a boat.
I don't know. I guess we need a boat.
Been a little emo
Okay,
bitch.
then.
Right, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just explore stuff, I think. I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but pretty sure we have all the things we need to do, like, all the extra stuff. Like, I can do the Winds of Hell stuff now, and I can burn things. This, that, and the other, depending on the situation. Oh, it's here. Okay. Yeah. Where was the thing? Where was the thing? It was over here. not do anything? Or is that only a halfway point between everything else? Oh, hang on. Hello. Can I jump down there? No. I thought it might be fun now that we've unlocked everything, as far as I know, to just have a bit of an explore, because there are many hello, side quests in this game. Little islands and things to have a good look at. Oh, it's a... yeah, it's one. I thought it was a Bernie Bramble, but it is not. That. Also, if you missed yesterday's stream, you missed me kicking the ass out of a dragon. Same. Don't be rude to the child. I'll always be rude to the child. Who did you hang out with, Hawk? You know, honestly, I forget their name, Melly. I can't... it's just gone. I'm sorry. It was someone... I don't know. Probably no one. I'm kidding, of course. We went out and had a very nice time, I hope. Went out to, there's a hotel near me that does kind of all the posh kind of cocktail bars and stuff. So we went out and had a few experimental drinks just to see what we had. I had a chocolate martini. That was my final drink of the night. That was a lot of fun. That was a nice one. I'm not super into chocolate, to be honest, but it was nice.
Here. Boy.
It must be pretty lame then. It's fine. Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm plowing through this morning. Also, hello Pieface, thank you for joining us. I'm doing a bit of a, I don't want to call it a drunk stream, but I am having many alcohol. My uni is closing to coronavirus, so I'm gonna go out with a bang. Ooh, didn't mean to do that, that was my thigh. First and foremost, how are you pals holding up via this virus? Well, I kind of already answered that. My uni is currently in the midst of closing. I was meant to have a big showcase thing next week that's been cancelled, which is fine, you know, obviously. I don't hold a grudge against that or anything. It's just the unknown of, like... They promised us that we'll get it at some point, which is great. I mean, they didn't have to do that at all. It's very kind of them to make the effort to say, even if it happens next September, you will get the showcase. But we don't know when it is, and it's the uncertainty that kills me, man. But again, it's not the uni's fault, it's just the fucking virus, man. So, I'm doing this instead. How are you, Pieface? How are you? It's a pleasure, friend. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, always. If not only so that I can take the piss. What is that? Are they bones? That's definitely his skull. Ew. That I stepped through. This blue thing looks super suspicious. Whatever. You better be okay, boy. If you're still dying, this is not gonna go well.
It feels like
Yes.
a prison.
That would explain the hefty magical lock on the outside.
Oh, great.
But it's more than that. I have this feeling like something is waiting for us.
A knack
Great.
for ominous statements,
Right?
lad.
What the fuck,
What kind
man?
of something?
I'm not sure.
You are. There you are.
Something powerful.
I don't want
Whatever
to talk to
feel,
you. I
boy,
just want to talk to
we will
Mimi.
handle it. We have come this far, yes?
Yes, Father.
Can I knock this down? Oh, it's a Brock thing. Okay, never mind. What's going on? I can't smash those, okay. But I can open this. Well, I'm not dead yet, so yay? Question mark? I don't know what to think of it all, really. Like, I'm not panicking, I'm just living the same, if that makes sense. totally makes sense. Yeah, I get you completely. Like, I don't know if it's an autistic thing or what, but I've always had, I was explaining this to Mel at the weekend actually, I've always had a really difficult time believing things until they actually happen. So like, I never get excited for things. I never get excited for my birthday, or if I've got something coming up like a holiday or an event or something that I should be really excited about, that most people would be really excited about. I'm just not, because I just don't believe that it's going to happen until it does. So I can't, in the same, you know, by the same token, I don't get scared about things like coronavirus or anything else until it actually happens. Because I guess I just don't believe that it's actually going to happen until it does. Not to say that I don't take it seriously, it's just that for me personally... Oh shit.
Imprisoned?
Okay.
She actually did it.
Who?
Valkyrie? But I thought they were just spirits.
Take caution, lads. A Valkyrie in the flesh. I can't think of a more
Oh, this thing
formidable
is
opponent.
definitely
She does
gonna
not
kick my
attack.
Does
ass.
she even know we're here?
Yep, she does. Yeah. Dodge. Oh, this is gonna go badly. Dodge. Yeah. I'm pressing dodge, but I'm a mite too slow. Fuck me. Okay, let's go. Yep, Spartan Rage, bitch. Yes, Atreus. Oh, it's someone called Kara as well. That's awkward. Someone, a close friend of mine is called Kara, so that's why it made me laugh. Okay, we'll just not do any of the things that I pressed on the buttons there. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Didn't want you to do those anyway, and I'm dead. Okay. Oh, dodge, man. I pressed X about 50 fucking times there, but whatever. Whatever. See if I can, man. I'm not really that bothered if I don't win this, because obviously the Valkyries are meant to be like super difficult, so... It's just more testing the water, I suppose. Oh, sorry, I've gone quiet because I'm really fucking concentrating. Nope. All about the dodge. Oh. Even when I press dodge, it doesn't fucking work. Dodge, man, dodge. Jesus Christ. No! Ah! I think they're like homing, you know? Like, I was dodging, but they're still like, following me. Anyway. Another. Autistic or realist with slight cynicism? That's a question. Did you know we're here? Boss music starts immediately. God damn it, boy. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to come back to that one. We're a slightly higher level. I'm going to have a swig of wine first. Well, I'm not too bothered about that. I wasn't trying super hard because it was just like a tester. I don't know why I did that because I'm obviously full health because I just fucking died. Okay, let's go. This isn't awkward at all, boy. I'm definitely going to do all the Valkyries, at least at the very end of the game, if not sooner. Although I should probably check the map to see what we've got going on. So we've got... What's her name? I want to say Yggdrasil, but I could be making that up. I think that might be a name for something else. There was a woman whose bones had been scattered across the realm, not the realms, across Midgard. And someone wanted us to find them because they would reunite us with with my wife, with Atreus' mum. Obviously bullshit, obviously she's a demon that's gonna kill us, but you know, what the hey and all that. Although I suppose we could start with whatever the hell the guy was, the dwarf guy? The dwarf gave us coordinates, I guess, to another dwarf. Oh, can I do these? Is that... Oh, okay, that is that.
I didn't think anything could get through.
I know, right? I'm just fucking awesome, son. Go up! Too far away now. Oh, that's fucking cheating, you piece of shit. There we go, that's more like it. Nice. Is there another one? I feel like there's another one. I can hear another one. Ah, there she is. Ow. Oh my god, stop doing that. It's really just annoying. Like, it doesn't actually help you survive any longer. It's just really annoying. So if you could not do that, that would be great. Okay, where were we? This is new. What's up here? Okay, some going. But where do I put it? I have to move this. I guess halfway between? I'm gonna assume that's halfway and hope for the best. Also gonna destroy this just because I can. Down there? Oh. Nope, I thought that was a blue crystal, but it's not. Okay. That. Oh, I can jump from it. Great. Over here. Can I get over here in 10 seconds? I assume so. Oh, hang on, actually. Does that even have? Yeah, it doesn't. I'm being... Okay. What does the sand bowl say, child? Can I... Why is it not doing anything? Weird. Okay. So I guess I've got to get the Winds of Hell there. And that's like a halfway point from there. Oh. Where do I get it from? From over here? That's a long ass way. Okay, I guess that's what I gotta do. Can I go from here? To anywhere? Nope. gonna go tear apart my kitchen for food. Think gorilla in tiny space looking for tiny banana. I will do, okay. Return to Atreus? No, I'm good, thanks. Oh, for God's sake. What, man? Oh, you're finally looking at the sand bowl that I tried to look at like 20 minutes ago. Okay. I wish you well on your quest for food, Pieface. What do you want?
What does it say?
Another riddle. Feed me not, we both are doomed. Overfeed me, all consumed.
Greed?
The answer might be near, like the other.
Could it be that glowing yellow thing that's right in front of us? Sorry, the landlord's just sent me a message in my flat as well. Oh Christ. Everything's going to shit. But my mum sent me a picture of the cat, so that's nice.
Wait,
You can have a
I
love
think
heart.
I see something on the ceiling.
On the ceiling?
But it's blocked
Oh,
by
I
those wooden
see.
boards. See there?
Can I not reach that one? That's just annoying. Okay, fine. There you go.
I
Does
see
it say greed? Oh, it says
fire.
fire. Oh, that makes sense.
course.
I mean, yeah.
Bow.
Ooh. Monster. Have you guys played Little Misfortune? Because that is the best game if you haven't played it. It's so fucking good. It's like Manuel Samuel in the like weird narration kind of aspect of it. Oh, there's a chest there. Why would you jump over here, Atreus? Why would you betray me? It's about this little girl called Little Misfortune. And she's just trying to live her best life, you know? Murder of crows, that's damage. Yeah, fuck it, let's have that, why not? Let's go all out. And this voice, you don't really know who it is or what it is just kind of is like, hey, if you want to have a good life, Little Misfortune, you should do all this stuff. She goes along with it because she's like 7. It's just a really interesting game. I think the developers are like Swiss or maybe Danish. They've got some really interesting things to say. The game was really fun. It's very funny in like a dry kind of way. And Little Misfortune, very kind of sure of herself and sure of who she is, I should say. And she has a couple of catchphrases, and one of them is the word fancy, but because she's like Swedish, she goes fancy, and it's fucking adorable. And there's also a bit where she like tries to squeeze herself through a tiny little gap, and she accidentally farts, and she goes, shh, you're butt crack. It's fucking amazing. Because I'm a child. I normally don't find fart jokes funny, to be fair, but that one got me. That one did get me. But, she's had a very bad upbringing, Little Misfortune. She's not got very good parents. But she wholeheartedly believes that a sprinkle of glitter can make pretty much anything better. So that's kind of the whole game. You just skip through life, flinging a handful of glitter at things that you don't like to make them better. I mean, why the hell not, right? She's very sweet. It's a really good game. I recommend it fully if you haven't played it before.
Ah, see? The boat washed ashore.
Oh.
Someone did call the serpent earlier.
Oh yes, someone else called the serpent that wasn't me.
Get in. I will pull. You are quiet. Are you not better?
I guess.
Fucking emo bitch.
I know you
I've returned
overheard
with
my talk
some
Freya.
purple
You
grapes.
think
Nice.
you understand, but you do not.
I have some grapes looking at me right now, but they're not purple, they're white.
Why do you say nothing?
was gonna make a because I'm racist joke, but then I realised
You said I was
probably not the
curious.
best thing to say on the internet, but then I said it anyway,
You think
so,
I'm
you
weak
know.
because I'm not like you. I know I was never what you wanted.
Oh, don't say that, Jojo.
After all this, I thought maybe things were different.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
You do not know everything, boy.
No.
Especially after Atreus is...
But at
Not
least I know the
Atreus,
truth now.
Kratos is passed. No, don't say that, Atreus. What are you about?
The truth. I am a god,
Oh,
boy,
fuck. You just dropped that.
from another land far from here. When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god. And so were you.
Holy shit. Fucking said it.
Boy, have you nothing to say?
I mean, what do you say, man? What would you say? Jesus.
Can I turn into an animal?
What?
Can you turn into an animal? No. No, I do not think so.
The waste, if you ask me.
I'm a god. Mother knew? She was a god too?
No. She was mortal, but she knew my true nature.
I'm a god. Why did you wait so long to tell me?
I mean, how do you tell someone that?
I had hoped to spare you. Being a god, it can be a lifetime of anguish and tragedy. That is the curse.
Genuinely, does everyone know Kratos' backstory? Because if you don't, that line means nothing to
Turn
you.
invisible?
Regardless of what you think it might mean, you do not know, okay? Do not fucking know.
I do not know the reach of your godhood. But over time, we will
In the
learn.
meantime, hold this decapitated fucking head that still speaks.
You sure I can't turn into a
I
wolf?
mean, you might be able to, I
welcome to
guess.
surprise me.
Oh, you're welcome to surprise me. That's a great line.
Is this why I hear voices sometimes? Are you sure you've never heard any?
Not as you do.
That's no surprise. Every god is unique.
So, maybe I won't get strong like father, but I'll have abilities
It's true,
on
but
my
you
own.
do seem to have
already do,
Spartan
laddie.
rage.
Your faculty for language is extraordinary for one so young. Time alone will tell what else you'll become capable of.
So you knew all along.
Oh shit, okay.
But I've known more than my share
So,
of gods.
Kratos in the first
too,
game is a human. But he dies in, like, a big battle for Sparta.
I wonder who else knew I was a god.
And then
Freya for
the
sure.
gods agree to, like, bring him back.
They do not need
But
to know.
only if he'll become, like, the new god
Does
of
he know?
war, I guess.
Is that why he's after us?
Obviously God of
you know
War, because
him
that's the
from
name of the
before?
fucking game. But I mean, like,
Your mother's
you know,
funeral.
he replaces
First I
Apollo,
saw.
essentially. Sorry, interrupting you there, Kratos. Any... I was hoping for, like, a point we could go towards. Maybe we could just go this way.
That is the truth.
Hey, we don't have to go
And to
right back
make
this
sure
way.
he, like, obeyed,
I mean,
the gods
we're gods.
made him
We can do whatever we
kill
want.
his wife and
We
children.
really feel like
Which
doing
is why he's covered in white. You know, obviously he's Grecian, he shouldn't be that fucking pale. The white is actually the ashes of his wife and children that have been, like, permanently etched onto his skin.
Obviously, the
As,
bear
like,
stuff
a
wouldn't
reminder
last.
of what the gods can do if he
How do you
disobeys.
brand up a hermit in the
That's why
woods?
he's that colour.
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the
Something
marriage
over there as
wasn't
well.
punishment enough.
Sorry, Mimir, we'll
It
have to
was
make.
better to him than he deserved.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
So the gods basically used him as an executioner or as an assassin for years and years and years until he finally kind of broke free of their bonds. A little bit too late. He'd already killed his wife and children. But that's kind of what... Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, exactly. So then that's why he killed all of the gods in Greece. That's why he hates God so much, because he doesn't fucking trust them, because they pretended to give him godhood as like this huge gift. But they made him a slave. They made him execute for them. And they made him kill his own fucking family.
Odin's wrath was fierce and his curses upon
And that's
her
why
were
he
more
hates
than she
gods,
dared
and that's
to
why
fear.
after he killed Zeus and Athena and Minerva and everyone else, he came over here to escape it.
Curses she could never break.
And he fell in love with this woman,
Like not being able to leave Midgard.
and escaped it all. But then she died, and they had a child together, and as much as he wants to get rid of all of that past, he can't escape the fact that his son is also a god, because he is a god. He's been made a god, therefore his son is at least 50% god. Which is why he didn't tell Atreus, which is why Atreus was getting sick, but now it's too late and he's told him, and yeah, it's a whole big thing. But yeah, basically, that's kind of the really, really quick version of Kratos' past. Is that a lot of shit happened. Shit, that's wild, man. Totally, totally. I think the red also means something. It's like maybe the red is the blood of someone or other, but yeah, he was like one of the like elite Spartan warriors, like, you know, like 300 Gerard Butler style Spartan warriors, where he got killed on the battlefield. So he prayed to the gods before his soul was taken by Hades. He prayed to the gods to be resurrected. And the gods were like, yeah, we'll resurrect you, you just have to do a couple of things for us, but it'll be fine, you know? And then they were like, lol, JK, kill your wife, kill your children, work for us, kill all of these people. And weirdly, he was not okay with that. But there's also a weird, like, running joke that they have about this guy called, I think he's just called the ship's captain. And in, like, I genuinely think he might be in the first God of War. There's just like a note or something that's from, technically,
There without a key.
the captain of this ship. And they're lost and they get taken by the sirens and then he eventually dies or whatever. But they have a little kind of a segment, a little note or something that you can find in pretty much every game about this ship captain that's having a really shit time. And I'm pretty sure he's even in this game. But yeah, so Kratos has been through a fucking shit ton. Don't get me wrong, like, he killed, you know, because he was a slave, he killed a load of people, but even afterwards as well, he killed every fucking god. Even the ones that weren't directly responsible for any of this. He killed basically everyone in ancient Greece, let's put it that way. So it's really weird for me knowing that people coming into this game, having never played the first three, kind of just see Kratos as like a guy who's trying to be a dad but kind of failing and not really sure what to do, or not sure how to connect with this child. Which he is, but at the same time he's also like responsible for essentially mass genocide one-handed. But that's what I really like about this game, is that Kratos makes no excuses for himself.
So Odin robbed
At
Freya
no
from the
point does he
Warrior
kind of say it wasn't my fault. He fully takes responsibility for all of the horrible things that he did. But he's also genuinely trying to make himself a better person, or be better for his son, so his son can be a better person. And I think that's pretty much the only road to redemption you can really take. There's a lot of people trying kind of, I mean, a lot of people, I'm talking about in media, in film, in games and such, they, you know, they try to redeem themselves, but they do it by being like, it wasn't my fault, so-and-so had control of me, or, you know, I was under the sway of whatever, so it wasn't my fault that I did this, that and the other, and therefore redemption is that much easier. Whereas Kratos is like, nah, fuck all that shit. I did some horrible things, and I am willing to pay for them, but I'm also not willing to let my son pay for them. And I respect that. Yeah, that's the very, very generic backstory of Kratos. I mean, that's 3 games summed up into like a 2-minute explanation. I've not played God of War 1 or 2, to be honest. I've played God of War 3 remastered because I was very late to the game with this. And obviously I've also played this game before. Thank you. Boy, picking loot off dead bodies. So I kind of knew what I was in for when I played this game, and I also like read all the wikis and stuff because I was super into the lore of it. It's one of my favourite things in the world, like reading backstories and such of characters and stories and series. I was super excited to read all of the stuff about this. Yggdrasil's Dew of Runic Power. Also, reading one of the, I can't remember the name of them, the little wardrobe things that tell a story. I'm pretty sure yesterday I found one that was called Ymir, and I'm like 90% sure that was the name of a character in Attack on Titan. Oh shit. Okay, that's not working. Okay, that did fuck all. Let's try that again, shall we? Would help if I got my axe back. Ah, there we go. Ooh, hello. That didn't really do anything. Oh, it opened him up though. Yes! Oh, that was piss easy. Come on. Yes, bitch.
I didn't do much back there.
Did not, but that's because the fight was over in like 5 seconds. Fire Sigil of Focus increases resistance to burn damage by 50%, stacks up to 85% max. Sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Open this shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a quick break. Make sure I get some liquids in me other than wine.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be like 2 to 5 minutes. Sorry, that's the arm of my chair. Don't panic. It's not my bones.
It's another treasure map.
Brilliant. Treasure maps are good. So I'll see you in like 2 minutes. I'm not gonna be very long. Have a drink, have a stretch, get some water if you don't have any already, and I'll see you. More wine. I've literally only got like a mouthful left, sadly. But my friends just sent, well, my friend in the group chat at uni, someone's just posted a picture of a group of people on the tube, and one of them's wearing like a full hazmat suit, like the kind that you see in fucking E.T. or something. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, good for them looking out for themselves, but everyone else is just sitting in normal clothes, and this one person is in like full yellow biohazard suit. Like a proper old school gas mask on as well, like the ones you'd see in like the 1940s. Crazy. Ooh, what have I got in armor? The one I'm wearing, that's not helpful. Okay, okay. I was just backing up in case it blew up in my face, but it did not. So I'm not worried about that. Oh, maybe I should have done it on here though. Is that what that was telling me? Maybe? But it didn't seem like I could move any of it. I don't know. This does not seem like a full operation. I feel like I'm missing something here. Well, I guess we'll have to go back now. Back with more whiskey. Oh, excellent. I wish I had some whiskey. I just got some really fucking cheap, horrible wine that I bought the other day. It was on 2 for £10. Although he even hackled that. He was like, oh, it says 2 for £10 on this particular one. I was like, no it doesn't. It says 2 for £10 on this whole brand. There are way more, but whatever. I'm not really fussed about the taste, you know?
She was a gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy, that she might find her lost husband, Arvandil. But
Yes.
it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any
fuck me.
witnessed Ragnarok, the end of the beginning. And we'll pick this up later.
Ragnarok is such a weird concept. Like, I feel like I'm smart enough to understand that I don't get it, but I'm not smart enough to kind of figure out why I don't get it and extrapolate from that, you know? Lost of Realms, like, Ragnarok is something that happened a millennia ago, but it's also something that hasn't happened yet. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. Because, you know, time is kind of a big circle, or it's a flat line, or it's just a dot. I don't know. I can't work it out, really. So, the serpent, Jormungandr, hates Thor and hates Odin because of Ragnarok. But Ragnarok hasn't happened yet, but it has happened yet, which is why he hates them. And I was just like,
Right
you
then.
know what?
Ah,
Which is
yes.
also my problem
Grow
with
the
a lot,
knowledge.
any kind of
Sort
time
out
travel
your husband
things.
and visions.
Like, I'm smart enough to
Instead,
understand that
discover
time travel
Ragnarok.
doesn't happen just as easily as just saying,
Word of her ultimate
oh, I
prophecy.
went back in time,
You
that's the end of
maneuvered
it.
to obtain her knowledge and
As I'm
hold
sure
it
most of you
yourself.
are. But I'm not clever enough to
Odin
really
was a
understand
long-time
it.
patron of her services,
So,
and so she welcomed him into her library as a friend.
let's take Prisoner of Azkaban for an example. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Whether or not you're a big supporter of Harry Potter, whether you're a big fan, I don't know. But, you know, in the third book, Harry goes back in time with Hermione to save Buckbeak and to save Sirius. Now the problem is, what happens to him, you know? Like, I don't know if I can explain this using my words. So Harry goes back in time to find past Harry, goes back in time like 3 hours or whatever, to go save Buckbeak and for everything to be lovely and happy. And then he comes back to the point where he would have gone back in time, which is like 7 PM, say. So what happens to the other Harry that's about to go back in time and do that again?
We are done here.
No? I think that's what they call a time loop. But what happens to that loop? Does it must just keep going infinitely, in which case that means there's a Harry that's constantly stuck in this state of almost, he's constantly stuck in this state of looping back 3 hours to save his uncle, his godfather, really. And that's like the most horrific thing I can possibly imagine. Yeah. Yeah. I'm smart enough to understand that it doesn't just happen that Harry goes back in time, then he moves forward in time again, and it's the problem solved. Because as he's doing that, parallel Harry also moves back in time again. And then he moves forward, but then that creates another parallel Harry that moves back in time 3 hours. And then that one moves forward, and then that creates another parallel Harry that moves back in time. And I just don't know what to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, that loop that goes on forever and ever and ever and infinitesimally, like, that 13-year-old boy, he doesn't know any better, sure, but he created that loop, and therefore he's kind of condemning parallel universe Harry, sorry I just dropped my wine bottle on the floor, or the lid of the wine, to kind of be stuck in that loop for the rest of eternity. And that's just going to keep on going and going and going until time itself stops. And that's about the most horrendous thing I can think of, really. Okay, the wine has gone. The lid of the wine has also gone. Where did that go? Oh, it's there. Can I reach it? Yes, I can. Well done, me. That's where I am with time travel, anyway. That was a very long story to say that. But, yeah. I feel like I'm clever enough to understand that time travel isn't as simple as it first appears, but I'm not clever enough to kind of work out the interest. Ooh, there is, kind of. Possibly. How's everyone else's week going? Is everyone else kind of business as usual, or has your life been interrupted by Corona as well? What's going on? Tell me. Like that, that's a budget thing? No? Okay, let's do that for another day. No, hang on. Up here. Congratulations on getting your lid, thank you. It was actually a lot of effort and I think I might have ripped off a nipple, not gonna lie. But I'm good now, I did it.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm finding lots of these treasure maps now.
Okay.
I'm in limbo
That's
in
going in
terms
the
of
journal.
Corona, just waiting for the call, to be honest. Yeah, I feel you, I feel you. Like, technically this whole my uni's closing on Friday thing, or Wednesday even, I don't know if I'm really supposed to know that. Because I had a meeting with my head of year today, and I was told something that I mean, the whole group knows now, it's not like it's a big... Okay, maybe not then. They said, you know, we're gonna postpone the showcase, but don't tell anyone yet. Let us tell everyone and kind of field the questions, which is fair enough. You know, I can't argue with that. It's not gonna work, is it? So it was only like an hour, half an hour that I had that secret information, if you will, before everyone knew it. So that was fine. And then I had a message on group chat saying, unofficially, university's closed from Friday. And then we had the email saying university's closed after the Wednesday performance, or whatever it was. Thursday onwards is closed. But I know for a fact I'm also going in on Thursday because I have an assessment on Thursday. Because I wasn't supposed to have an assessment on
Can you finish
Thursday,
that story you
but
started?
now we're having an
Odin schemed
impromptu
to capture the
assessment
visions of
Thursday
Ragnarok
because
recorded by
we're not going to be
Grod,
open
and
next
knowledge.
week. Definitely
What she
been
did
off.
not know is that Odin himself is behind her husband's
So
disappearance.
yeah, it's all a bit kind
having
of
used his
confused.
enchantments to
of
conceal
like,
his death at
are we
Thor's
off this
hands
day,
from
or are we
her
off this
sight.
day, or are we already off
Smiling,
now and we just
jealous
don't know
Odin
it yet?
took her by the throat.
Even this morning we were
Very
rehearsing
hands
scenes
stole
for the
her
showcase
library
that
and her life.
the tutors knew we weren't actually
always knew it
going
was
to
bad.
do because they'd been cut already
That's
because the
just
impromptu assessment
ruthless,
just doesn't have
barbaric,
time for them.
heartless.
Fair enough.
That's Odin. In fact,
you know,
do
so
well
we've
to
all
sit here
got a
in
scene
silence for the
each.
next few moments and reflect on Odin's
But
capacity.
in theory, we were supposed to have, you know, a couple of people had extra scenes, a couple of people had monologues and such.
longer.
But we just don't have time to do all of that. They don't have the capacity to do all that in the impromptu assessment thing on Thursday. Which is a relief in a way because we're in this weird kind of halfway house of we're kind of rehearsing it, but we're not really putting everything into it because we don't really believe that it's gonna happen. But we also haven't been told that it's not gonna happen, so we're trying a little bit, but we're not really trying as hard as we should be. You know, it's all that kind of, ooh, Fafnir's Ravine, perfect. Fafnir's the guy that Sindri told us to go and see. There was all that kind of awkward halfway house stuff, which, you know, I'm not saying everyone else was doing that, I was doing that as well. Like, I never tried. I was given a second a second duologue and a monologue to learn in storeroom, and I frankly did not try to learn them because I was already in that headspace of is it happening, is it not happening, because there was doubt. I just didn't bother. No, rationally I should have gone, I don't know if it's happening yet, but I'm gonna learn it just in case. That would have been like the adult thing to do, but I did not do that because I am a child. Thankfully, it's not happening, so I didn't, you know, so I'm not caught short going, oh fuck, I wish I'd learnt that thing.
Do you think that Fafnir went to Alfheim too?
I
Maybe.
do not know.
Aren't you curious? He sounds interesting.
We go to the storeroom to collect anything useful for our journey, not to learn more about the dwarf.
Fafnir was a rather interesting fellow, little brother. Perhaps I'll tell you a story one day.
I love the dialogues. In the boat and everything, it's so good. But yeah, so we had all that kind of will they won't they situation. So now we're just doing one duologue each, apart from the fact we have an uneven number in the group, so like one person has to do two, just so everyone has a shot. But other than that, none of the extra stuff has happened. Which is a relief purely because of my own kind of self-indulgence of, well, I don't know for certain it's happening, so I'm just not gonna try. Which is my own fault, you know, that's my B, as it were. Like, I can't really blame anyone else but me for that. But at least now I know for certain. I'm just fed up of hearing about it from the kids every day, all of them asking if the school is going to shut. I don't know, man. I'm in the same fucking boat as you. Yeah, I feel you on that, totally. Like there's a school near where I live where instead of playing tag, they're literally playing tag. You've now got corona. Because, you know, kids, bless their hearts, they don't know what seriousness is until it's too late. Like, I was like 10 when 9/11 happened, and I just, at that time, I did not have the mental capacity to understand what that meant. You know, it happened on my friend Ashley's birthday, and all I could think of was like, so is a party still happening, or what? Because someone telling you that X amount of people have died when you're 10 years old, you just don't get it. You know, I knew something bad had happened, but there's no way a 10-year-old can kind of envisage the scope of what that actually means. And I think it's the same with this, like, especially since it's not so direct. Like, with 9/11 at least, sorry, that sounds awful, I don't know how else to describe it. Obviously I don't mean this, but like, at least everyone died all at once. You kind of knew what was happening immediately. Obviously I don't mean at least everyone died. Terrible, horrible, disgusting thing that happened. But with Corona, with dealing with children, you know, it's a slow burn. A lot of people are probably going to recover, and it's a very low mortality rate. So how do you describe that to a 5 or 6-year-old, or even a 16-year-old? Like, how do you explain mortality to someone? It's an impossible task. I still have to go to work, even though I could work from home. Yeah, we're supposed to work from home, but I'm not really sure how we're supposed to do that, because obviously, you know, as an actor, we're doing a play. I don't really know how we're supposed to do the play separately from each other at home, but whatever. What kind of music are you into currently, or book, or recent film? I'm currently reading The Girl with All the Gifts. I signed up to a Patreon account / Instagram account / whatever you want to call it, called Stories for Sick People. You can follow them on Instagram. I think they have a Facebook page as well. I'm on their Patreon for £5 a month, and I get 2 books per month. And they send me out these books for free. I get to read them, I send them back to that person, and then they send them on to the next person, and I get to write a little note for the next person saying, you know, what I think of the books or whatever I want to say, and I also get a note from the person before me, you know, whatever they want to say. And it's just a really nice little community for people with chronic illness, disabilities, to share kind of like a book club online and talk about things that matter to them. So a lot of the books are aimed at kind of female driven characters or disabled driven characters. One of the book I'm reading in a minute is The Girl with All the Gifts, which is, in the shortest way possible, it's a zombie movie, but it's really, really, really not. It was on Netflix, it's not anymore. It's a film with Gemma Arterton, Paddy Considine, Glenn Close. Like, you can tell if all of those names are attached to one project. It's a fucking good script. Based on, I didn't know it was a book when I first saw the movie, but it's a book based on a fucking good book. With the author offhand, which is annoying, but it's a beautiful book. I'm really enjoying it. I'm nearly finished it now, and I really don't want to finish it because I'm enjoying it so much. I'm enjoying the story so much. Sorry, someone messaged me about possibly Corona. I don't know.
I don't know what we're still doing here.
No, it's just someone making sure I'm not dead. Thanks for that. So that's what I'm reading at the minute. It's an amazing film if you find somewhere to watch it. It's also an amazing book if you'd rather read it. It's a great adaptation of the book. There are some differences in terms of like practicality. There's a whole kind of subset of a separate group of humans that don't make it into the film, and I think that's purely probably because of like budget and all that kind of and practicality. I can understand why they didn't put it in the film, and it's not necessary in the film that they made, but in the book it's a great addition. So that's The Girl with All the Gifts, and after that, because I've only got like 100 pages left, if that, I'm gonna read Please Read This Leaflet Carefully, which is kind of a collection of stories or diary. I don't really sure how best to describe it, of a girl with chronic illness. Again, you know, it's a book club for people with chronic illness. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. I think it'll probably mean a lot to me, just in the same way that The Girl with All the Gifts is kind of poignant because we're in the middle of coronavirus and kind of putting steps in place for that. So yeah, those are the 2 things I'm reading at the minute. Music-wise, I'm currently into the same thing I'm always into, which is kind of Thriving Ivory, IMX, heavy metal, but from my Valentine Avenged Sevenfold type stuff. Honestly, I'm not the biggest music person. Like, if you give me music or a film, I will always pick the film. I will always pick the thing where I get to see someone performing, where I get to see someone acting, because that is like, it's what I live for. You know, some people have a particular interest. Whereas I have, like, that's my whole fucking life. Even if it's just watching other people do it and envying them and being green and disgustingly envious. And wishing I could do that. That's all I think about is acting.
I don't know what we're still doing here.
So I would rather watch a film than listen to music. So I'm not really a big music person. Music that I listen to, especially recently, is in terms of music that I can listen to that will aid a character that I'm playing or will help me get into their headspace or whatever. A recent film, I made Melly watch Usual Suspects, which is one of my favourite films. I've got a bit of a recce list for Melly to see because she hasn't seen fucking anything, and it's shameful. Especially for someone with a theatre degree, like, come on, man. But she hasn't seen a lot of the, like, kind of the big greats, if you will, including Usual Suspects, which we watched this weekend. I have quite a few kind of mafia / like that kind of gangster film for her to watch. So that was one that we had to see ASAP. So that was what we watched this weekend. What else have I recently? I watched the new series of Sex Education. That was really good. I think I might have preferred... Shush, Atreus. I think I might have preferred the first series of... I could probably say all this while I'm moving. I'm sorry.
What speaks to you?
Sex Education, I think I preferred the first series, but the second series was equally enjoyable.
Working on those is a privilege.
Did I get a Frozen Flame? No.
Happy to provide.
Oh, but I did get a Blades of Clayos
Very
thing.
well. To business.
Yeah. See, I'm a music person, I'm a film person because I love singing. Well, I love singing as well, but I think it's more just not embarrassment, but I feel bad for the people that I live with having to listen to me all the time, so I try not to do it. Oh, I have no hack silver left. Hey, my degree is in theatre, not in film, so shush. That is true, I can't argue with that. But at the same time, man, you need a background knowledge. You need a general kind of base of knowledge of things that you've seen to make good theatre, surely, no? Same, I have my degree in filmmaking with a focus on screenwriting, and I've seen absolutely nothing. It's embarrassing, really. My professors constantly suggest me to watch films. That was always the feedback for me. Yeah, I can't disagree with them, Pieface. You have seen fuck all. I mean, I've missed out on some classic films, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've never seen The Sound of Music, I've never seen The Wizard of Oz, I've basically never seen kind of any Disney movie made before 1990, like Snow White or Lion King or any of those. I've never seen any of those. But at the same time, I have seen Dog Day Afternoon, I have seen Reservoir Dogs, just to go with the theme of dogs. I have seen Usual Suspects, I have seen every Coen Brothers film, every Mike Leigh film.
Uh-oh. They must have gotten here first.
And I'm not saying that you have to agree with me on this or you feel the same way, but for me, just the joy, the excitement I feel of seeing someone doing something unusual, something original, something amazing. Even if it's just one line in the whole film, it just makes the whole film for me, you know? I don't care what the rest of the film is about. If that one line makes it, then that's all I care about. If that one line makes me think about things differently or shows me the character in a different way, that's all I want to see, because that's what I want to do as an actor. You know, I want to be the one that makes people go, oh shit, I never thought that character would think that way, or that character might have had X going on in their life, you know, because that's what it's about. It's about making people real. It's about making people complex and have those kind of thoughts and feelings and whatever else, because People are complex. People always
It is
have
over.
X going on. People always have something else to worry about. You know, at no point in life is a human being ever gone, gee, I've got nothing else going on in my life right now. Everything else is perfectly settled. So if coronavirus or whatever else wants to come and get me right now, it would be a really good time for me because I just don't have anything else going on in my life, so it wouldn't interrupt anything. Like, that is never, ever in a million years going to happen. There will always be something that we're fighting against. There will always be something that we're trying to improve. There will always be something, some injustice in the world that we need to correct. And that's all I ever want to bring to a character is, sure, we're worried about this in the scene, but guess what? I've got other shit to worry about, man, because I'm a human fucking being. My attention span for the films is so bad. I have a very short attention span. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, I know that you struggled with watching Harry Potter, and honestly, as much as I love Harry Potter, the books, I'm not a big fan of the films. I don't think the films are that great. And I feel really bad saying that because, like, obviously these kids, like Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, they put their childhoods into those films. They put their kind of pubescence and growing up into those films, and they can't ever get that back. And I feel bad for being like, you put all of that, you sacrificed all of that into those movies, and those movies aren't even that fucking good, man. Like, I feel really bad saying that, but it's true. And don't get me wrong, like, growing up, a lot of my dislike for those films was pure jealousy. Pure jealousy, because I wasn't Emma Watson, because I was like a year too young, and that fucking ate me alive. I wanted and should have been Hermione, in my opinion, at the time. And I couldn't stand it that I wasn't and that someone else had beat me to it. I was far too young, you know, like, by the time the first movie came out, I was like 8. So I would have been even younger, like 6, when they were actually filming it. So it was just no chance at all. But it ate me up for a number of years that wasn't me. That I wasn't the one in the movies. And, you know, regardless of what I think about Emma Watson as an actor, or if I could do better, or any of that
I
shit,
hope they didn't take all the treasure.
like, that was what put me off of those films for a long time. But now, as an adult, I can watch them kind of with a slight degree of, you know, just watching it fairly and not being judgmental purely because I felt like I should be in those movies. But at the same time, I still don't think they're that fucking good, man. Sorry. I think they sacrificed a lot of the books.
Keep
And
your
they
expectations
sacrificed
low, boy,
the
and you
wrong
will
part of
never
the
be
books.
disappointed.
Especially in kind of Half-Blood Prince era, which I don't think you've got to yet, Pieface. But, they made that movie into a rom-com for like 16-year-olds. And they sacrificed a lot of the book, like a lot of the heavy content of the book. And they sacrificed it for nothing. I remember when I went to see Prisoner of Azkaban, and after I went to see it, there was a kid in front of me at the cinema, and literally as we were walking out, he said, "But why was Harry's Patronus a stag?" Because he just didn't understand. And that
They caught you
floored
off
me.
I wasn't
Like,
expecting them.
Exactly.
because I'd read the book so many times at that point by the time that movie came out, it hadn't occurred to me that I just got that from inference, you know, because I'd read the book so many times, I knew why Harry's Patronus was a stag, and it hadn't occurred to me that it wasn't in the movie, that it was just my collective knowledge of the movie that I already knew that, and it had nothing to do with what was in the actual film, and regardless of whether I'd seen or read the books even or not. And, you know, hearing that kid say, but why? It doesn't make any sense. It was never explained. That really shook me for something. Because I'd just taken it for granted because I already knew that because I was clever or whatever, you know?
There's nothing but poison in this one. And the
So-
stupid bird statue.
And useful
What I'm trying to say in a very long roundabout way is,
however,
I don't think the films do the books justice. I don't think the films do the stories justice. Even, you know, obviously they have to cut out a load of stuff, especially in the bigger books. Especially from God of Fire onwards, because those books are fucking hench. But they cut out things, and then they don't explain main plot, such as why was Harry's Patronus stag. That's a really fucking important piece of the story. And they just were like, we could do that, or we could do some kind of prepubescent horniness for Ron and Hermione, because why the fuck not, right?
Keep them low. I remember. Still, good feeling.
The Sound of Music is a long film, is it? I genuinely don't know, but I always assumed films from that era were kind of a bit shorter. Like an hour and a half tops, but obviously I'm wrong. Bring me the wolfies! Oh, the ravens, I forgot I switched it to the ravens. There we go. It's the same as if someone had done Lord of the Rings. Like, Steven Spielberg did an amazing job, don't get me wrong. Steven Spielberg, what the fuck am I about? Robert Peter Jackson. But if he'd done Lord of the Rings, then he'd just been like, we don't need any of these characters. Let's just have Frodo and Sam do everything themselves. Like, why not, right? It doesn't make any difference if Merry and Pippin are in it. It doesn't make any difference if people know that Eowyn is a character, as long as we have someone that fights, even though Aragorn tells him not to. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's a woman. Fuck feminism. Who cares about any of that? Like, I can't describe how I would feel if I found out later on that had happened. Why did you throw your fucking axe, man? Oh, he meant to duck to the side, not straight into it, but whatever. There we go, that's better.
This is the last one. So much for my good feeling.
Yeah, Atreus, this is clearly all of your fault. Fuck's sake, man. Sound of Music is a really long film. It's nearly 3 hours long, 174 minutes. Fuck me. Doing a LOTR rewatch soon. Yeah, me too, man, because those films are amazing. I went to see The Hobbit. I saw it live in the theatre for once. It was amazing. Like, genuinely, I can't remember it, but maybe I'll try with the... No, can I not use the Blades of Chaos? There we go. There's something about the way that Bilbo, or the actor who played Bilbo, walked that was just phenomenal. Like, I can't... Oh shit, I'm being attacked. Okay. I went to see it at, like, Darlington Civic Theatre. Like, it wasn't a big fucking West End show or anything. But the way Bilbo walked and just, like, embodied the character, I don't think I'll ever forget it. And I can't even say that it was anything particularly remarkable. Like, there wasn't a particular moment that I can describe to you now.
Expectations low.
But it was just that
Always
he
expecting
embodied the
that.
character.
It is a delicate balance.
And he was just
Expect the worst,
so in it the
assume nothing,
whole performance.
And always anticipate an attack.
And like, when Lord of
is
the
a lot
Rings
to
came
remember.
out... Oh, well, fuck him. I don't care. I was, what, 8 or 9? And I read Lord of the Rings, but I didn't really get a lot of it because I was 8 or 9. I've reread it since then and kind of understood it a lot better. Yeah, that's just where it was. But I think even despite the fact that the films are amazing and I just thoroughly enjoyed them, it means a lot to me because it was the first thing that I can remember, and honestly the only thing that I can remember that my mum was really excited about. You know, my mum was like, oh, I read these as a kid, we'll have to go see it. And I remember asking her after the first movie, is Gandalf really dead? You need to tell me. And her being like, technically yes, but not being able to tell me anymore because she knew what was coming because she'd read the books, and she couldn't tell me anymore because she didn't want to spoil it for me. And there has never been anything that comes close to that. That is the only thing that me and my mum have ever shared in that respect, because my mum's not really into films, and that's fine. You know, she's not really into stories in that way, and that's fine. But that was that one moment where we came together and we got to experience it together because she was just as fucking excited as I was, you know? So even if Lord of the Rings is fucking shit,
There's a fine line between ambition and greed, you know.
we would always get to have that together. Fuck. Yeah. And I think it must have happened before then, because I remember they were filming Return of the King when I went to New Zealand myself. Because I got to watch 2 Towers on the plane, which was fucking amazing because it wasn't out on video or DVD or anything like that yet. But I got to watch it on the plane, and that made me feel fucking special. And when I got to Wellington, there was a cinema there that had a huge golem across the top of the cinema that was like, it was like the breadth of the building. You know, the top of his head reached doubly high to the building itself, and he was like reaching forward to grab the ring. I'm acting it out now, but you can't see me.
I have a question. If you never was the
So
first
I
guy,
just had
where did he come from?
this memory that I will never forget of
It was
reaching,
Gnungagok.
of Gollum reaching
boy.
for the cab
No
as we
realms,
drove away from
only
the airport
primordial
and drove
forces.
towards where
There
we
was
were staying,
fire,
which is
and
the
there was
friend's
ice.
house.
And there in the void they met and produced.
And while I was there, me and Elise, who's the girl that I stayed with, she was my age. I was going to say my age at the time. She's still my age, amazingly. It's like we aged up together or something. But I didn't know her at the time. And then we met, and then we were like the same age. And my nana took me to a place where Lord of the Rings was filmed. And they weren't filming there at the time, obviously, but you know, there was this whole vast landscape of hills and moors and just green where they filmed Lord of the Rings, and you could even see particular like hillocks and go, hey, I've seen that in Return of the King, I saw that in 2 Towers, I saw that in Fellowship of the Ring. That's where this happened, that's where that happened. And we got to go stand there and take pictures and all that kind of thing. And yes, okay, it was just a load of green hills, it wasn't anything, nothing happened while we were there. But it was just so amazing to get to go to that and do that while I was visiting. It was such a wonderful experience. Especially since I got to watch 2 Towers on the plane on the way there. And then, you know, once I got there, it was like, oh, this is where they filmed it. You got to go and see all of that. Because even then, I knew I wanted to be an actor. So to get to do that was just like the ultimate gift. Yeah, I think I should do a Lord of the Rings rewatch soon. Although I'll be honest, I'm never given a shit about The Hobbit. The book, yes. The films, nah. The book, when I was like, probably about that age, like just before the films came out, I think me and my mum read books. Because, oh shit, okay. Hi! Because obviously The Hobbit, oh shit, okay. The Hobbit is for children, whereas Lord of the Rings is for adults. Nope. So we read The Hobbit together before I was old enough to read Lord of the Rings on my own. The Hobbit, the book has a special place in my heart, but The Hobbit, the film, nah, I couldn't give a shit, mate. Honestly. I mean, I will give credit to Peter Jackson in that he deliberately chose side stories from J.R. Tolkien's kind of expansive universe. So, for example, all of the things with
Why would you use such
Legolas,
strange runes, though?
they're not in the book. They're not in the book The Hobbit, but they are. Sorry, that's my chair again. But they are in J.R.R. Tolkien's expansive stories of the universe, of that universe.
I can't translate this without the whole cipher.
Excuse me, I was just getting a drink. So, I don't feel as strongly against those things as I know some people do. Because I know that they're actually part of the story. And things like Toriel, like, she's obviously made up, completely fabricated, but also it's 2015, 16, whatever the year the films were made, and it's time to have a female character be equal to the main characters. Because at the minute, Eowyn and Arwen are literally the only characters in the whole fucking series, because J.R.R. Tolkien grew up, you know, in a time where women even still were second thought, an afterthought, not important at all. So, I know a lot of people have an issue with Toriel because she's like made up or whatever, but
When will you tell one that entertains?
she's necessary.
Beg your pardon?
Can't tell me that
Yeah, I got that.
it's
So you
normal
want a corker, do you?
to have a
Very well, my brothers.
6-series film
Yeah,
with
roll
2 women.
real.
You can't tell me that that's fucking okay, you know?
His shrine had him in the middle.
Oh god,
fighting
oh
off
good
beasts.
lord, the Hobbit films
Pretty
are
story.
so bad. I mean, yeah, I mean,
Hrungnir, you see, was born
Honestly,
with neither
I've-
head nor heart.
I've
the
heard
giants had to
some
complete
not so
him
good
with
things
stone.
about Martin Freeman.
Was strong, to be sure. Also a perfect sympathy.
I mean, not as an
didn't
actor, as a
mention
fucking
Midgard
human
one day.
being.
Found him so amusing, so harmless, so gullible.
I mean, again, like, not verified, it's just what people have said.
Pick this up later.
So, you know, take what you will from that. But also, just, I don't know, I feel like they just missed the boat. There was a time when I cared about Lord of the Rings, and I still care about Lord of the Rings greatly, but to have a sequel to that, and have it so far afterwards, they just kind of missed the opportunity, I feel. Fuck's sake, your dodge is shit, Kratos. And I think there was a certain hype that came with Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit just waited a little bit too long before it came in, and that hype had died down, unfortunately for them.
Our enemies are strong.
Vader Sigil of Protection.
These bones
The
pulse with
anatomy of
magic.
hope.
It must be Golvi.
Ah, Guldvik.
Can we just hold on to it? Maybe we'll find the rest of
Yes.
them.
This spirit lies to you, boy.
How would you know?
I have known many
Because I
spirits.
know.
They are all liars.
This one is different. I
No,
know.
it fucking
You
isn't,
know
mate.
very little.
Come stab this face for me, please. Thank you.
Hey, it's a fragment of a language cipher.
Realm of Fog.
We should look for more like this.
Okay. Here, I don't think. Vote.
Trusting the spirit to keep its word is foolish, boy.
Yes, it is.
If there's even a chance.
Nope, there is
Don't you want
not.
to see Mom again?
Of course I.
Oh,
She is gone, Atreus. You must accept this.
North Creek Gorge.
I do, but to see her again. Just one more time.
Why do you believe him? You do not know him or who he was. All of this is sinister.
He wants to see someone he loved again. I understand how that feels.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
I don't think there's anything sinister about it.
Hope is blinding your instincts, boy.
Yeah, he clearly cannot fucking help us, but whatever.
Now then,
It
that
could
story I
nine.
started earlier. Hrungnir, simple-minded stone giant, was invited by
Hrungnir.
Odin to his palace in Asgard. There he gives Hrungnir his fill of mead and goads him into all manner of boasts and antics, all for the amusement of the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim. Then Thor shows up. Does he laugh? Oh,
No.
Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon and brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day.
Ugh.
Thor is so startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter echo through the palace halls. But I can just tell you this story later.
Thought that was the end of the story. Nope. No. Oh, I've got a headache. Oh, I'm sorry. What kind of headache? Like a stress headache or a dehydration?
Enemy down!
Anyone else? Fuckwits? No? Okay. No. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Ooh, hello. Ah, there we go. I'm a genius. Figured it out. Very itchy nose. I always do when I'm streaming.
On my way.
Not being attacked. No! Dodge, man, dodge! There we go.
It is over.
Game is really good, you'll enjoy it. Yeah, I totally fucking love this game. It's so fucking good. It's so much fun. I really enjoy playing it. And I really love the extra bits they put in to help people like me, to help people with disabilities who gaming doesn't come quite as naturally to as most people. You know, if they have to struggle or whatever, they've thought of it, and they've put in little bits here and there to make it just that little bit easier, and I really fucking appreciate that. Also, hello, Thunders, and welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. Where am I gonna put this? I've just been having a really good time putting the wall to rights. And I'm sure most people are at this point in time, to be fair. No! Ah, that's where you go. How do I get you up there? Over here. Crystal. And you're done there, so how do you get here? That is the... Nice. Boy. Thank you. Oh. Taking the crystal this way, I guess? If I chuck that up, is it gonna stay up or is it gonna drop down behind me? Oh no, it's gonna stay up. Okay, cool. I can take the crystal with me. I don't know why I'm putting that in an upwards section like it's a question. This way. And then I guess I keep going up. Was it? That was genuinely a question. I'm just weirdly good. Upward inflectioned. No, not that way, that's for sure. Ah. Brilliant. There we go over the top.
Okay, here we go.
Ah, fuck. Nice, I can just jump. Nice and handy. What's up, so I can back? Hear them, but I can't see them. There we go. There you are. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Stay there.
Nice. Hi.
Well done.
Oh, there's another one. And across here. Oh, could do with some health, I think. Yes. Okay, let's go. Where are you going? What do you do? If any. Not a lot by the look of things. May have to move you at some point. Only one second. Huge treasure. Okay, Atreus, calm down. Pristine scales of the realm. Yeah. Where the goes. I suppose. Cryo and Kayak got roped into an awkward chat with a new guy who wouldn't let me leave. Oh no. Well, I hope it's okay now. I went out and spoke to Charlie in my pants a second ago. Well, not a second ago, a couple of hours ago. Because he was on the phone, so I knew he wouldn't have checked his email. And email is where we got the message to say that you're closing. I just wanted to make sure he knew that. But also, I was in my pants, so I probably shouldn't have done that. I think he's had more to drink than usual. He was almost sounding annoyed. And he said, I've been here nearly a month and I hardly see you. I told him I don't really leave my room a lot. And he said, you can sit and have a chat with me. Come on. And yeah. No by having an early night. Bye. Fucking hell, that's creepy as shit. What the fuck, dude? Ugh. Don't like that at all. Like it's any of his business what you do in your spare time. Fucking hell. Ugh. I think you did the right thing. I mean, I say you did the right thing. I think you did the right thing, but very politely. I would not have been so polite. I would have just been like, oh, fuck, dude. Ugh. Especially after all the shit he's pulled previously. No, thank you. Didn't seem to do much, lighting that crystal. Cool. Guess that's it for this level. Let's go do something else now. Penny. A tick. No, I don't want to go to journal. Track? Yeah. Let's give that a go. Oh no, don't climb back up. I said I'd catch up with him soon when I wasn't so tired. A long day at my job, which I then had to explain what I do because again. Ugh. Gross. No. I hate him already. You don't have to explain yourself. Like, it's very nice that you did, but it's none of his fucking business. And if you don't have time for him, that's your business, not his. You do not need to explain yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but fuck off. Fuck that. I say that as someone who is like endlessly polite as well, so I know how difficult it is to just kind of say fuck that shit. Get out of here. Ah, there you go. Oh, I can go that way. Oh god, the floor's vibrating. Scary though, he looks like my dad. He's not
Can you
gonna
finish that story you started?
I can
I mean,
indeed. Where were we?
can't really speak much better of my dad, to be
Smashes the
fair.
stone head of Rundir, who falls upon him with a sickening crunch.
That's an awful story, Mimir. Nothing like the ones Mother told me.
Because your mother
be a
Molly
lesson,
calls
son.
you, fucking hell.
Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
I always find drunk people are relatively the same. Like, I can't remember who said it, but
Did you see something?
there's a
out there?
famous quote that
That
goes
tower.
like,
I see no tower.
I'm
Maybe
looking
I'm
at the
seeing
tower. I see it, but I'm not really interested in it now. There's a famous quote that says, like, miserable people are interesting because happy people are all happy in the same way. Every misery is unique. I'm really bastardizing the phrase there, but get the
This is where the tower to
idea.
Jotunheim should be.
Every
Strange somehow.
happy quote-unquote
No doubt
person
some
who's
arcane
drunk
magic
is the
involved.
fucking same.
I would be not at all surprised to learn
It's
you
the
were
misery
sensitive to
behind
that.
it that's different. Volender Chasm. I wish I could speak another language. My nana desperately tried to instill French when I was younger, but I was so painfully afraid of insulting a French person by like mispronouncing something that I just didn't try. You know, it's better to not try at all than to try and fuck it up, right? That's what I thought as a kid. And I wish I had more confidence, but how do you instill confidence? I think it's pretty much impossible, especially a teenager or a pre. So, I never learnt French. And it's something that I regret today because I hate being that stereotypical English person that doesn't speak any other language but just speaks English a little clearer and a little louder so that people understand me. Like, that's such bullshit. But I can't call it out as bullshit because I'm one of them. I am literally that person that does that shit. And that's on me, you know, I can't blame that on anyone else. That's entirely on me. Atreus, you're making some strange fucking noises, my dude.
Come, boy. Boy, over here.
Huh. Neat.
Or shaking again. I love this part of gaming. Like, it's probably really boring to watch, but the whole, like,
Hey, look who's
discovering
back up and
secrets
about.
and
Didn't I tell
doing
you
side
it'd be
quests and
fine?
stuff is my favorite thing. What is this, boy? I actually have a
Can you
Nordic
read it?
rune on my hip.
Sir,
Said actually too many times in that
Uh,
sentence. But...
these runes read death inside.
Oh, cool. We should definitely go in there then.
Sure, I'm open. And for Junior? I'm sure that'll keep you out of trouble.
Nice. Yeah. Back. Yep. Grade that shit. Upgrade that shit as much as we possibly can.
Was that all there?
Right. Yeah, shut up. Be with you in a second, bro. Have an extra? We do not. For now. Upgrades. Oh, we can upgrade this one. There we go. Nice.
Is
Armor.
let's sort you out.
Sell the one not using that. I think we'll... Yeah.
Moving on then.
Hey, where we going? Working? That first. Woot.
So, Rock said his friend was dwarven like him, wearing a green ring.
Look if you wish. I will be gathering resources for our journey.
You don't want to help him?
No,
Why not?
because I do not run
'Cause I'm a
errands
piece
for
of
dwarves.
Poor kid's like, well, if we don't want to run errands with dwarfs, then what the fuck are we doing here? Oh shit.
If that kills us, that's it.
I mean,
No
we've
harm,
already killed like
no help,
4 of those things, so I think we'll be okay, but
It does
thanks
not
for your
attack.
concern.
Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Then do not drop your guard. Come.
What is all that noise? Okay. Fuck all y'all. There we go. Yeah. I love the sprint attacks, they make me feel so good. How the fuck? There he is. Fuck you, dude.
Soul Eater got him. Must have been part of that alchemist.
Oh shit. Look at that guy there. Ew, it's bad. Okay. Next. Not the only one who's freaked out by him in the house. I'm not surprised that he sounds fucking creepy, dude. I'm glad you don't have to live there for much longer.
One vicious son of a bitch.
Thank you. I pride myself on being one vicious son of a bitch. Came from there.
Not him.
Hey, I thought you didn't care.
I noticed the lack of ring while looting the body.
Oh,
Don't judge me, child. Let me pretend I don't care.
Look here.
yes, sir.
Thank you.
Another map.
Good.
Find something useful here.
Now let's keep going this. That's the problem with when there's multiple ways to go. I always end up being like, which way have I been? I don't know anymore. I think I'm okay this time. I think right. Yeah. This definitely looks like a way too many explosives.
It's the ring on that severed hand.
Ah, yes.
Attached to
Great.
the Soul Eater. Well, we know what happened to Invari now.
Yeah.
We can just go tell Brock. No
Good.
need to fight him.
But we're absolutely gonna fight
We'll
it.
fight it.
Because we can.
But why?
Because you are frightened of it.
Fucking knew he was gonna say that. Shit. Okay, let's go. How do I get in there? Oh, not that way, obviously.
Behind you! Look out!
Ah, itchy face! Okay, I'm back. I'm back in the room. Dodge! Nope!
Need more time.
Fuck you! No, you meant to aim for this guy. There we go. Oh! Thank you for cheering me on, Astralis. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Atreus. You're a good lad. How do we get in there then? I don't want to just accidentally leave. Probably going around old territory, but I'm gonna just quickly double check that I can't just go in. If I miss that, I'll be super annoyed with myself. This doesn't need to. Hi, go in. Definitely have to go around. Where is the question? Getting. Seems to be just. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Maybe we should just go in. This is just leaping to this place, right? Or am I wrong? No, it does definitely. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not like missing something really obvious, so unfortunately it means I'm gonna go back over the same ground like 3 or 4 times. I'm trying hard not to do that, but you know where else I can go? Where do I go now? Is the question? Brock will tell me something useful. You know, but
It was a massacre.
ooh. Weird. Yeah, oh, definitely.
You
Okay,
scared
there's
of that
something.
alchemist what needed finding?
Oh, almost forgot. Brock, this is our new friend Mimir.
We've met.
Why didn't you say so?
He
knows why.
Oh,
I know why. You know why.
Quiet.
oh dear.
No more of this.
Know what? Sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Can't you and Sindri just patch things up? Whatever happened couldn't be all that bad. You're family.
Now don't be lecturing me about family. I ain't the one what forgot what our name stood for. What we made, the weapons we made were legendary across 9 realms for more years than I can count. You just
But
let away on account of one bad.
bad what?
One bad what?
You one bad nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't you got somewhere to be?
No, not really.
Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella, about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow?
Yeah?
Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business, I'd have set up shop outside a brothel. Or a fight.
Ooh, let's
Or
fight
a
and talk.
fighting brothel.
Did he say Aesir?
Mm-hmm.
Like gods?
But you already knew this, babe.
Brock, what do you know about the serpent in the lake?
I know he's too damn big.
Alright.
Helpful. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here. My internet is doing that thing again where it shouts at me and it's like, oh, I don't like it, it's too much. So I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Thanks everyone for being here. I hope that I staved off Corona Panic for at least like 2 hours. Don't panic about it now. That's not what I meant. I really appreciate you coming to join me. Had a bit of a quiet stream the other day, so it means a lot to me that you came this time to help me out when I was feeling a little low after everything going on at uni and such. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye!